Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you are. Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This Forex Wizard, a trading coach, will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion. So, last day of trading week, Friday, everyone probably in a weekend mode, but let's see what we can make in this last day of trading week, as last day is always a little bit of different, as this is the last week of the month. We could see that we could see significant movement, we could see reversal as well. So before I begin the session, make sure guys you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, and make sure that you also don't hesitate to ask any question if you have anything in your mind. And let's quickly look at starting with gold, and we'll be looking at euro, dollar, GBP, USD, GBP, JPY, all the instrument that we are trading at the moment. Now looking at first of all gold, and then we'll jump on to the other pairs, guys. So we see that gold, if you look at the daily chart on gold, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily chart on gold. So far this week we saw, in comparison with the previous week, previous 2 weeks, this week was a bit less volatility, but that could lead, last session could be even more movement may happen than any other days in the week. So what I think that, gold, the way it is moving, we could see that this market coming down for a deeper pullback. It was still maintaining that bullish market structure. Currently the price is heading to the previous daily support level. Now these levels that we will be looking to see where the market is approaching those levels, and from those levels we will see that how we can trade this market. So this is the levels that we are looking to, looking for trading opportunity on gold. And let me draw all those levels at the moment, and we see that here. Okay, so there is a gap opening on the daily. The price already has come to almost 1980 level, and then we see some rejection. Now I think that the price might come down a little more deeper pullback, and then it is still maintaining a bullish market structure, so we can expect for gold to remain bullish. Now looking at the intraday perspective, 4-hour time frame, there was huge manipulation here. You can see this huge long wick candle followed by another long wick candle, and I think that you can see the market already coming down for a deeper drop, and from that zone we can expect gold to remain bullish for long-term perspective. So looking at this 1-hour chart, we saw that there is a liquidity zone is broken in this zone, and there could be further. So this 5 minutes candle, we saw that there is a locally a little bit of upside here. Now if we see a clean reversal pattern here, we can look for buying because it's a long-term bull market. But I think that we might see another attempt from the sellers to break the low if it wants to reverse from this level. So keeping eye on that on the 15 minutes also. After this big drop to this liquidity zone, the impulse was very strong, and what I think that we could see gold might be going back up. Let's see how far it goes. I don't want to trade based on gas, as we have a strategy. We want to see that the market has gathered enough liquidity for entry opportunity in this move. So let me know your opinion on gold, how you are doing. So I'm good, very good, thank you. My pleasure. Do us a favor explaining your strategy as an I'm new in trading. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We'll be discussing that as much as we can here in this live session. Though it is a live trading session, I do explain the strategy in our Zoom classes. If you are on the platform, then if you're in our member, then don't miss any Zoom classes. I will try to explain as much as I can here in this live session. Make sure you stick till the end to understand everything. NASDAQ, yeah, we'll look at that. Can you please also check euro dollar? Yes, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Francisco, good morning. Mornings are still running euro USD trade from no, we have closed it. We are running another trade, which is GBP USD. We'll be discussing that. I'm good, thank you. So here we see that gold in that area. So you see that again after this rejection, this is from weekly support. If you go to the weekly, you can see that the market has come to the weekly support level where there is a weekly opening and closing. Now if the market breaks this low, there is a potential for another bounce because this is the weekly support level and this is weekend. So let's see how the market is reacting to this level. Then we will be able to know exactly how we can find opportunity in this market. Okay, so first let it make enough structure here for entry opportunity. All right, so we'll be looking to enter as soon as we will find entry opportunity. Now in the meantime, let me look at GBP as well. We see that GBP is, let me see here. Okay, so we see that GJ, if we look at the daily on GBP the price has come to this daily support and we see some bounce coming up. So this is the weekend, guys. Keep in mind that this weekend is very important to look at. GBP is basically a long-term bullish market, and in that long-term bull market we have seen that there is a rejection from the top and also rejection from the bottom. The price in a very significant level, and it is crucially important to see how the market is doing. It's a fully sideways at the moment in this daily, but if we look at the lower time frame, we can see that GBP showing some kind of movement in this time frame. So from 1 hour chart we see that GJ from this level trying to bounce up. Okay, so going back all down to the lower time frame on the 15 minutes, on the 5 minutes. Okay, so in this 5 minutes time frame we saw that there is a inverted head and shoulder breakout, again another head and shoulder, again in another inverted head and shoulder. So the price is here is locally showing bullish, but it might move in a sideways as well. There isn't very good price action here. Looking at GBP now this one we are running a trade on GBP. So my entry was at on GBP at 1.2179. Want to see that it's breaking to the downside, then we can take some profit and move the stop loss at entry, and then we can let the trade to run by itself. So GBP this market also showing there's some consolidation here. we look at the 1 hour chart on Gbpusd, also we see that there is a multiple liquidity gap from the top, and I'm expecting Gbpusd also to have a downside movement. So let me know which one you are looking at. Okay, so let me go back to gold. So gold, here we see that there is a, after this consolidation pattern here, there is a breakdown. Okay, strong breakdown, and with that breakdown, it has made significant movement. Okay, so here, so let's see how the market is reacting to that level, then we can look for entry. Now with that of GBP USD, sometimes the market make such a complex structure that you might find it difficult to read it. But if you look at the higher time frame, you will see some kind of direction. Now GBP USD, you have seen my analysis today. Early I was bearish, and that's why I have sold this market. The reason is, you see, this is a liquidity zone, and liquidity zone is very, very important. As you know that there are three most important secret in the market. This, if you look at the market in a deeply manner, you will see the market structure, liquidity, and price action. These are the three most important part that I look at when I make my trading decision. Now if you look at GBP USD, we can see that this market gathering liquidity from the top multiple times, so there is a probability for coming down to this direction for deeper drop, as higher time frame trending direction is down. And we saw that after multiple attempt from the buyers, we saw here it is still getting rejected from the top. And now because you see that after this narrow doji has dropped, again has gone up, created a higher low, and chances that GBPUSD will try to break the low to create a new lower low. So let's see how far it goes, and then we will be looking to enter as soon as we will find that. So you want to sell GBPJPY, we will be looking at that. Okay, so liquidity, yeah, definitely I do post a lot of content about liquidity, market structure, and price action. So I'll recommend you to subscribe to the channel, and also go to the playlist. There is a lot of content available, and also I will be posting content every day. I'm posting every single day, so I will recommend you to subscribe to the channel. Did you do that, guys? And also like the stream. So did you smash the like button? Yeah, I'm on a trade on GBP USD. Awesome, thank you. So guys, did you smash the like button? Okay, so I'm going to pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to to smash the like button, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's awesome. Thank you for your support to the channel. We see that Gbpusd is coming down. We are sell on Gbpusd, and also I have shared the trade on the VIP group as well. So any trade that I open, I do share on the VIP channel. So this is the trade that I have opened on Gbpusd. Now I'll explain the strategy. So Gbpusd I have sold at 1.2127, stop loss at 1.21436, and TP at 1.02077. Now the reason I have sold, first of all, as I mentioned earlier, that majority of my trading decision that I made, the first thing that I look at is the trend, because trend is the primary indicator that will tell you that which way to trade. Now before you open the trade, you need to answer the most important question, the first question that you need to ask yourself, that which way either you should buy or you should sell. And the next thing that you need to know is once you know the trend from the market structure, the next question that you need to answer is when, like when you should buy. Okay, is the right time or you should wait, and that will come from the price section. All right, and from the directional perspective, also to understand when to enter, liquidity is a very important factor. Okay, so liquidity is the fuel of the market. So you'll know liquidity when you know the liquidity, you know that okay, this is the time the market gathering liquidity, so I'm gonna buy or sell. Now how do you know when to, how do you know that when to gather liquidity, or when the market is gathering liquidity? It will tell, you will know from the price action perspective. And to understand a liquidity, what is liquidity, that I had a question before, you need to have an understanding of trading. Okay, trading, how the traders trade. Very simple. When you open a trade, where do you place your entry, where do you place your stop loss, and where do you place your take profit? Especially, where is your entry and where is your stop loss? This zone will tell you the liquidity zone. And when you see that a market invaded a liquidity zone and then has gone back down or gone back up to its major direction of the trend, this is where you will find that the market is preparing for a move. And there are a couple of ways you can predict or understand, which, as I mentioned earlier, that in trading you'll never be able to know it exactly when, but there are some ways, there are some variations that you can note down. So this is what I day in day out I'm trying to explain to all the members in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Also, the way the price hit a liquidity zone will be an indication of the market will be reversing or will break that liquidity zone. So these are very, very important information. For example, when there is a resistance, let's say this, you identified it as a liquidity zone. Now once you identified it as a liquidity zone, the next thing that you need to look at is how the market is hitting that liquidity zone, and then how the market is reacting to that liquidity zone. You will know either this market is high probability to return back or breaking that liquidity zone and return moving towards its direction. So there are a couple of ways you can keep track on that, the way the market will be heading. So it's not a, like as I mentioned earlier, being a trader is not definitely a one-day job. You need to have give yourself some time to learn, and then you can understand it. So I hope that you got some value in it. Make sure that guys you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's quickly look at here on GBP USD and then gold. So let me see that gold what it did. Okay, so you see that gold from 5 minutes there is a potential bounce. Let me see here, we have any entry. Okay, so I will be opening buy on gold from this level. I'll explain later. Again, stop loss below all this low, and I will target 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio on this trade on gold. And also I will be sharing the same trade to VIPs as well. So let me see here. Very fast guys, very fast. Take profit, it's going very fast. 1985.6. Price moves very fast. So I'm long on gold from this level, and along with 2 trades that we are running with that of GBP USD. I'll see if we can. So it's dropping GBP USD. I'll just move my stop loss at entry when I need it. Gold, it has a bounce from the weekly support. We can expect some deeper pullback to the upside, and this one also, as soon as we find some profit in it, I'll be doing some management. So from the 30 minutes we see that there is a, from 15 minutes, so this candle, it had a liquidity trigger in it, so we can expect some upside bias. So as the price, you can see that from the weekly, there is a weekly, this is the weekly support. We can expect a bounce from that level. Okay, so with that bounce, once the price will have that bounce, we take that profit, and we can move. You can expect certain bounce to this level. If it doesn't, then no problem. If we need to end, take the trade at entry, we'll do that. Before 15 minutes close, we can Now the way I have expected, let me see if it is bouncing. Okay, so from the weekly support has come back down again for another retest. This might not. The price has broken the support most likely. Still on the trade, but might not work out. Look for another one. Let's see. So GBPUSD, because GBPUSD is dropping down, let it move. Gold may not work out. Let's see. Still on the trade. Okay, so still on the trade. I think that we might see there is a bounce. So I mean, if it managed to though it is showing here, but I'm still on the trade. So let's see how the price is reacting. I think that we might see that break of support, but let me see one more time. So I'm out of the trade. So I must opt out. On gold, let's see where is the next opportunity. We can see that GBPUSD is coming down. We'll hold that. Now here, let's see if we can find another entry. We'll be looking to enter. So didn't work out. Let's see if we can see that reaction again. The price created this upside and again has come back down. Now what is planning for the price to break this support or no, not valid yet. Okay, so here we might see that there is a support break on gold. So GBP USD, okay, so it's keep pushing down on GBP USD. I think that it's gonna It's gonna keep dropping. Okay, gold might keep dropping down. It's a sharply falling market at the moment. So from the lower time frame, so probably it's because of the weekend, we might see that now the daily support is being broken. Small. Okay. To euro dollar also, you see that there is a big drop on GBP USD also. Okay, now gold. It is important to look at in this very lower time frame because it might just create that bounce anytime because the price on a very important liquidity zone. So at the moment, the best way for gold is to observe the price action. We'll hold the GBP USD trade and want to keep that trade on. Okay. We'll hold that GBP USD trade and then we'll see what happened here. So euro dollar also dropping down. Let's look at GBP JPY. Also we see that this one also, after gathering liquidity from the resistance, it's dropping down. So all of them we see that there's a potential for bigger drop because it's the end of the week. We see there is a big volume. Okay, we'll keep that on. So this is what it is. When you open a trade, you need to hold it for bigger profit target and let the trade run for bigger profit so that if any trade not coming, can you can cover that. Malik, yes, absolutely, we'll look at that. Thank you. Thank you for your appreciation. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. AUD CAD. So AUD CAD, from the weekly perspective, we see this is a long-term bearish market, but we have seen this market has gone well above. So monthly also the price has reached an important monthly level. So looking at the daily, from the daily price section, we see that for me AUD CAD is currently bullish, and we could see that some upside bias on AUD CAD. From the lower time frame, we can see that on AUD CAD is, you can see this is there is a drop on AUD CAD, have gone up for a pullback, and the market is basically maintaining series of higher high and higher low. So on AUD CAD, what I see that this market is trending to the upside, and we could see that it's keep trending towards the upside on AUD CAD, which is potentially bullish, and I think this market keep moving up. AUD CAD is bullish after pullback, especially this level is a liquidity zone on AUD CAD, and can be, this level is where we can look for entry on AUD CAD. Okay, so hope that helps. So let's see on the gold here again. So gold is trying to break the support level, so we might see that this market breaking the support. There is a chance for further drop. Okay, so yeah, I think that it's gonna, this is the 15 minutes candle. You can see it's forming a doji. So this doji, so now it might, this is the 5 minutes, you can see it might go back up to break any of this high, and then could make its way down. Okay, now what it is doing now. In mind, this is a long-term bullish market. From the 15 minutes, this is the 15 minutes on gold, and no problems at all. Thank you. Afternoon, FP. Second time gold reached 2000 level, but there are times gold reaching to the, yeah, absolutely. Let's see what it is trying to do here. I think that it is crucially important to, as I mentioned, that to see So the bulls are not very strong. Okay, still not very strong. Just trying to make an effort to break this resistance level here. Euro USD, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. News. Okay. So where's the news coming up? So if we look at the calendar, it's 11:30 p.m., which is 45 minutes. Ultimately, it has made another bounce. Okay. It is crucially important to see how the market is reacting to this level. So the price on a very important liquidity zone, and looking at GBP USD, we are running this trade on GBP USD, which is running in profit, and I want to hold this trade. So what I'm going to do now, I'll just move my stop loss at entry. So I'll keep running the trade for full 3 times on that. So we'll keep that running, and let me see here on gold. So anyone running any gold trade at the moment in this live session, guys? Yeah. And also make sure that you smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out anything. So did you like this stream, guys? It's awesome. Thank you for your support. And anyone running any gold trade here in the live session? Let me see. I think that you see that after coming down here to this liquidity zone, it's trying to form a structure which creating potentially reversal, but at the same time looking at the weekly price on the weekly, so there is a weekly gap opening here in that zone, and with that gap opening, okay, you're running and buy on gold. Okay, all right. Okay, black, very good. Okay, so here from 1 hour, it might come down for another retest. I think that gold might slowly go back to its original resistance. So this is where resistance, and if we find an entry, we'll be looking to enter again. Okay, so GBPUSD, it's dropping down, so I'll let it drop. Gold price action for me is still not very impressively bullish yet. If we see a very strong price action, then we can look for entry. Okay, now let me see that GBP/JPY here. Okay, so GBP/JPY and GBP/USD, Euro/USD, all of them dropping down. Anyone running that GBP/USD trade with me? I know that on the VIP I have posted if you are on the live session. Anyone? Okay. Good afternoon, coach. Please need to know which time frame is best for analysis of an intraday trader, and if is best, and TF is best for time frame for entry. Okay, very good. Okay, so yes, so what okay, so here let me see here what it is doing. Okay, so the question was good afternoon, coach. Please, which time frame is best for analysis for an intraday trader, and time frame is best for entry? Okay, so for analysis and entry, so you mean that entry time frame, and so basically the way I trade, everyone has its own way of trading, but the way I trade is I take 2 time frame basically to look at the market. So for example, if I'm trading mostly on the 15 minutes. Then I look at the chart, everything on the 15 minutes, and then pinpoint the entry at 5 minutes, especially if I am trading on gold and GBP JPY. I do trade the swing trade also based on 4 hour that we can discuss later. So now how does it work? So how you analyze on the 15 minutes. So the strategy that I use to trade the market is I wait for the price to reach that liquidity zone. Okay, so I identify that liquidity zone based on higher time frame, maybe daily or any kind of support or resistance, and then let the market reach that liquidity zone for potential entry. Now sometime I enter on 15 minutes, sometime enter on 5 minutes, but there are two time frames basically I use. One is the primary time frame, the other one is the entry time frame. So now for analysis, every trader, you can see all those time frame that you see, 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, okay, 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes, all those time frame trader use. Okay, every trader has his own way to look at the market, and every way works. It depends on how you want to use those time frame for your trading, and also it depends on your trading style. So it depends on also on your trading style, what kind of trader you are. Are you a day trader, swing trader, scalper? Now if you are trading, let's say, so every trading style, as I mentioned, is different. So in my own trading career, I use many kinds of trading style. So let me tell you some of the style that I use so that you can know, you can resonate which one is good for you and how you can use them. So when I was back long ago, before I become a trader, okay, I was doing a full-time job, so I didn't have much time to sit in front of the chart looking at the chart, because if you are trading on the lower time frame, such as on the 5 minutes or 15 minutes, definitely you need to give some time to look at the chart. All right, it's very essential, because without looking at the time frame on 5 minutes time frame, you can't rely on one candlestick pattern. You need to spend some time to look at the chart, to observe the chart, to understand the market entering on the lower time frame. But if you are trading on higher time frame, such as on the 4 hour, all right, or higher, especially 4 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame is very good for those who are having a full-time job or part-time job, or don't want to spend a lot of time in trading. So 4 hour time frame is very good, because in that way you can spend little time but gain almost the same amount of profit. So if you are trading on 4 hour, then let's say you only sit down on your trading before the candle close, half an hour, and then analyze the chart on the daily, monthly, weekly, and then find your entry on the 4 hour, not going below. So you trade based on 4 hour. So that is one way, swing trading. All right, now if you go to the daily, let's say lower time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, then you need to spend some time in front of the chart to analyze and then to find an entry. I don't recommend you to trade below on the lower time frame if you are a beginner, and also if you don't have much time to look at the chart. In that case, I will recommend you to trade on higher time frames, such as on the 4 hour. So this is how it depends on your trading style, what kind of trader you are. All right, so hope that you got that answer. Yep, absolutely. So with the news, it depends on, okay, it will depend on if we find a trade. Oh, definitely will be entering the trade. We find it. So from 30 minutes, bull candle. So you see an impulse pullback. Happening with GBP USD. We are okay here. This is I think it's gonna trying to break to the upside again. Okay, going back to its original position, but at the moment we need to see that news coming up and then look for an entry where we can find. Yeah, absolutely. We'll take any trade. If we find an entry, we cannot be predetermined about taking a trade, guys. Keep in mind that um, you can't, you can't predetermine to take a trade. So trading is like that. So yeah, so this is what comes down to trading psychology. So you cannot predetermine or premeditated. You cannot take premeditated trade. That I would say you need to wait for how the market reacts. Now, um, if you see that the market has given you very good entry after the news, yeah, you can take it. If it doesn't, then you will not take it. Right? So that's why Jesse Livermore said that many traders think that every day by trading they will take some um, like when we do a job, most of us we do that job, we have a mindset that okay, I'm working, so I'm gonna get paid because I'm working. But when you are trading, it is a different story, right? So that's why for those who want to be a full-time trader or trading as a career, then you need to keep in mind that day trading doesn't mean that every week you will take out profit and then pay the bills. Day trading means that you are trading every day, but you need to count on your profit after maybe a month or 2 months or maybe 3 months later. So that is day trading. Okay. Now this structure on gold is very I can say the peculiar structure it's making. So it might break out and then we'll see what it is trying to do here, because this is a not a very bullish structure, neither a bearish structure. What price action is trying to do here, and then we'll understand actually which way it is trying to be heading, because it has broken this dodge's low, and from 15 minutes as the news coming can just keep pushing high. Now it is forming that inverted head and shoulder. So as the news is coming, otherwise we could see some entry. So GBP USD, okay, now it's bouncing off on GBP USD. Now I need to, it's a risk-free trade. How many peep on that? We look at 1 hour, 4 hour. So we need to wait for the news. I think it's slowly trying to create a structure here, okay, which is forming so far an inverted head and shoulder. That the sign of the inverted head and shoulder alone is not enough. There is a big drop here, okay, it might break out and then possible for continuation. So news is really important to see, and then we can look for an entry. The chance for good Euro CHF as made. So you said Euro CHF. From daily, and if we look at the daily, we can see that Euro CHF from the daily perspective is where previous day a middleman. Today, if we look at the weekly, monthly, so it is a long-term bearish market on Euro CHF, and in that long-term bearish market, I wouldn't bother buying at the moment, because you see this is a resistance level here, a very high liquidity zone. The price is getting rejected from that liquidity zone. It could even continue to drop because long-term flow is the key. You see that this is a long-term trend is down. The price on a resistance level has crossed a liquidity zone. The chance for downside is more than upside for me. Okay, hope that you got it. Let me go back to gold and let's see how far it goes. In the meantime, guys, make sure that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out anything that we are posting every day in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. And also check out all the link in the description area. If you are looking to join the broker that I am trading, also I put a link in the description. Also, I can give you a link in the live chat. I trade with the broker that, so I'm giving you a link in the live chat. You can use that link to register, and then you're going to start trading with that broker if you are interested to do so. So this is a very, sometimes it will give you a very peculiar structure on gold especially. Okay, so this 15 minutes candle, back to back two dojis. Just gonna buy euro dollar. Euro dollar is a falling market, so I wouldn't look for buy, because I've seen my analysis also previously. I mentioned that euro dollar is bearish, so what I think that euro dollar may remain downside. Okay, so for me, might go up for some pullback on the lower time frame, but it's still bearish market. Also the GBP USD. Though the price below this liquidity zone, I'll recommend to on the GBP USD trade to close 50% profit. We are so that we can cover some of them, and the rest will keep running. Okay, so looking at here again on gold, so it formed a 15 is a very weak bullish candle. So that's the one way that the market is still, the buyers still not very strong. What I think that it might do, gold might create a long weak candle here and then could continue to drop, because this is weekly support. You can see the market is struggling on the weekly support. So what it could do, it might create a long weak candle here on the lower time frame. So on the 5 minutes, this is the structure. So in this kind of structure, there is a lot of liquidity above this zone. So this is a liquidity zone, and with that liquidity zone, what I think that gold might do, it might break the high and then could continue to drop. Okay, so with the news we will be able to know exactly what it is doing. I think that gold might do that, might go up, get the liquidity, and then could continue to drop, because this structure is not very sharply bullish. When the market reverse, it normally reverses straight away in majority of the time. So it could have go up and then come back down. Okay, so I will be still waiting to see how the news is doing, and then we will be able to know exactly what it is doing. So finally might gather another amount of liquidity from here. Okay guys, hope that you are enjoying. Make sure that you like this stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So GBP USD, you can see this local local downtrend. It's going back up to another liquidity zone. You know, sometimes as a trader, it looks very hard for the trader is to wait for the price to go to, you know, because the market, whichever you are trading, GBP USD, euro dollar, gold, is will never always go in one direction. So it's gonna go up, will come down, go up, will come down. So that's how it moves, and that causes a lot of emotional response as a trader, that I know. And that's why, you know, that sometimes it becomes hard for the traders to hold a position for longer term. You can see it's doing that whenever it is going up, forming a long wick candle. Okay guys, hope that you are enjoying. Let me know in the live chat. Amazing, thank you. So guys, did you join the free Telegram channel? Link given in the description area, and also I can share with you the link in the So free Telegram channel link can share with you in the live chat. So this is the free Telegram channel link. You can join the free Telegram channel to stay up to date. So we see some, it's a one candle range, guys. When you see this kind of range, the only thing that you can do is be patient. Okay, we see that break out. Okay, so it's now forming. Okay, so how far it's gonna go up? So Gbpusd has gone up to the resistance line. So you can see gold, this is a liquidity zone where the price has come, and from that liquidity zone it started to move up. Now the next two candles before the news, and then we'll know exactly where it is heading. Okay, now this candle is still not, doesn't look to me very bullish. There is just one candle up, clean up, retest. Could be the other way around even. Okay, so we saw that reaction from the weekly support level. So there is a reaction from this weekly opening and closing, which ultimately can come back down again. Though long-term trend is bullish, but here we see that there is a so with an impulse 50% retracement, and we see that side bias. Joe, you are welcome. Yeah, for joining lifetime, you can join today, guys. You can ask the live agent Isa on the website. Yeah, you can join today. If you are joining, there is you can see all the trade that I'm opening. You can join our VIP Zoom classes where you can learn the strategy that I'm trading, and also you can be part of a chat group. You can use the trading tool that I'm using. So there's a lot of value. If you are our lifetime member, you can access all of them. So I'll recommend you to join today. Link in the description area. First link. Also, you can visit the website at the top of the chat. So what we see in that area, that so there is a bounce here in that zone from this liquidity zone. So here this 15 minutes candle is a big bull candle. Now with the news, what I think that it's gonna do enough manipulation before it's heading to the upside. So 3 minutes remaining for the news, and then we'll be able to know exactly what actually the market is trying to do here. So if we delete all of them, we see the pullback of this move. Yeah, exactly 61.8% for this impulse. Consider this impulse here. Okay. Cat CHF, yeah. Okay. We're out of gold trade. That's good. Yeah. So GBPUSD from this liquidity zone is getting rejected again. Okay, so here with the news, it is possible for gold to have a downside. Let me see. I think it's going to do the same we expected, maybe with a breakout long wick candle, and then we see the market might coming back down. So after the news, we'll see where is the entry opportunity for us. Okay, so also predict the news, guys. What's your so we see that news all coming on PCE. So what's your, it's 53 seconds remaining. The forecast is 0.3%. So where do you think that which way the market is heading? Also, it is important that you make a guess. So let's see where it is doing, how it will impact the DXY. Do you think that DXY is going to move up with the news or it's dropping down? The trend is up on DXY. So what's your thought on that? Okay, so that's what happened. The market with the news had a breakdown from that level. See, so what's the news outcome on that? So there is no change. Forecast is 0.3%, actual 0.3%. So let's see how it is impacting the results. So we see that gold, this this move was show the liquidity gap, and the market again coming down with that, and that also dropped the GBP USD to the downside. Still on the trade. So it's weekend, so let's see how from the weekly gold is doing. So you can see that gold couldn't break the previous weekly high. This is the most important point here. Previous weekly high, this week gold was ranging in this candle. So the price almost at the end of the week, we saw that there was a downside, there was an upside, but the downside is more than the upside. The price couldn't break the weekly high. So either gold will remain in that zone, or could see that it's gonna, let's see what's doing here. Very interesting price action. So we see that um, after retesting this resistance as a support, it is forming a bullish candle. Euro dollars, I explain. Okay, here price action is the key. What the price action will tell, will start to understand it very easily. from a bullish market structure, and so this is the 4-hour resistance here on that level. From the daily, and from the 4-hour, the price, this is the resistance here. Okay, so if we look at GBP USD, we see that this market on GBP USD, we see the market is moving almost in the same way, and from the yeah. Okay, so gold had a significant bounce. Is that church break of structure? Okay, so you want to know a lot of things that church break of structure. I do teach all of them. This is what my job is, so you can learn all of them. As I mentioned earlier, that if you want to know the market, you need to know the foundation of trading. There are three most important part of in the market is to market structure, liquidity, and price action. And if you can master all of them, then you can understand everything. Okay, so break of structure is when the market break out from the structure, is where is break of structure. When you see a market trending, okay, so it is a trending or not trending or in a sideway, somehow it creates a structure, and when it creates a structure, at some point you will see it will break out from that structure, which is the break of a structure. Now we use that break of a structure in our strategy. So when you see a market creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrend, and you see the market first time has broken out of that structure, which is a break of the structure. Now you see here is the gold created this structure. This is the breakup structure, and now the price is moving towards its long-term direction. So anything else that you want to know? The more things you can learn here with us. If you are our member, join the Zoom classes where you will be learn everything. Okay. Have fear to open a trade, please. How to overcome that fear? Okay. So you have a fear to open a trade. Okay, we see the market has formed bullish structure here. Okay, so what else? What was the question? Okay, so the other question was, what did you say? Nail for because coach don't know what is that, only I see it. Okay, Nail. So how do you know that what I know and what I don't know? Okay, so now, so what is a choch? Is change of sentiment. Okay, so change of sentiment is where when you see that the market will move in its own direction at some point, it will change its sentiment, it will change its character from bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish. So for example, when the market in um, in an uptrend that we discuss, the structure is bullish, and then so it is a bullish market, right? You understand it from the market structure, but at some point you see that the market has broken out of that structure, which is a break of a structure, but sentiment still did not change. Okay, so when you see that bullish market change its sentiment to bearish, this is where the market turns into bearish. Now how do you know? From the market structure. This is what I always tell, that there are three most important parts. So if you know that the market structure, how the market moves, then um, you can understand that okay, this market was in a bullish move, now changes its sentiment, now it's turned into bearish market. Okay, so this is how you will understand. Now there are many indicators that you understand that a market is bullish or bearish by from the indicator, from market structure, when it is changing its sentiment. So for example, if you look at this gold market, now if you look at this, this is what I was discussing today. For those who joined today's Zoom class on VIP group, now exactly you remember that we discussed when the price was here, that we could see that this market is coming down to this level, to this liquidity zone, and we could see that the market could move to the upside, and it started to move in that direction. Now we need to find an entry. That's the 15 minutes chart is highly bullish. From 5 minutes also we see that the structure is bullish to the upside now. So here is the break of structure. Here is the change of sentiment, that from bearish to bullish. Hope that it helps. Did you like this stream now? Okay guys, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out anything that we are posting every day. Now here is, you can see that again the price reached that another liquidity zone, and okay, this is where it's not very bullish today, looks to me, because there is a weekend and that's also impacting the price. Okay, so now on the 5 minutes, patience is the key guys, so don't be impatient for a trade. When it comes to the trade, you'll see that it's gonna come down. Okay. Let me see that GBP JPY. The GBP USD has gone back up to what's happening with GBP JPY. This is a very sharply bull market, so not very interested for buy. No, bearish market, not very good for buying. We might see some short-term upside, but yeah, not a very good market for buying. So let's see now on gold. Okay, there is a leak manipulation now. Thank you. We're at 181.49. Yeah, absolutely. So here we see that gold, after reaching that zone, okay, that's massive. You see that this kind of market, you need to be very, very precise on this kind of market to trade. It's a big liquidity trigger. So there is a potential for, so the market has reached that liquidity zone, and then we see the market is trying to now um, so looking at so GBPJPY is, this is very complex at the moment. GBPJPY gold looks like, um, because it's, as I mentioned, it's weekend, and you can see the market on the weekly support. It's not being able to break the high, so it's trying to break the low now. Okay, big rejection. So what's the news coming up next? It's the news effect. Okay, so we see on so there is another one coming. All right, so it's still 1 hour remaining. So this is a huge manipulation here, and so we'll be looking for the market to settle down. So GBPUSD has a bounce, so we are out with 50% profit on that. Remove the stop loss at entry. So there is a big change of trend on GBPUSD, big bounce to the upside. So that could lead gold to the other direction. Euro dollar also, you see that there is a bounce. which is a potential change of trend on gold as well. What about the GBP This one also bouncing up. Second support, yeah, 1986. Yeah, I think GBP is bearish and likely. Okay. Okay. Now there is a big manipulation here on gold, and that's so it form a head and shoulder. We might see this support is being broken, and could see that the melting on gold. So I'll be going short on gold from this level. Stop loss above this high, at stop loss at 2.88 here, and I'll target at least 3 times here. If it drops, you should see that drop. Okay. So stop loss at TP target at So I'll be sending the same trade to Gbpusd. Now let's see if it is a manipulation, then we could see that again bouncing up. I think that gold might have breakdown potential. Stop loss is very tight. I will just put a little bit to the upside for safety. So currently at 25, I put it at 1983.31. So here what I'm expecting gold, the way the price action is formed, there is a potential for a drop on gold. It doesn't, we have a very tight entry. So only stop loss that I put is only 31 pip on gold, which is very tight. If it move up again, that's a big manipulation. That is dropping. Okay, so now just keep moving that. Let's see, still on the trade, and just form a huge bearish candle. So I'm out of the trade. We just got another manipulation, and what is that draw? It was a complete breakdown, and then might revert back again from this level. So it might revert back from here. Enter again with a very tight entry. Now here, what do we see that this current candle, we might see so another pullback. Let's see if it breaks to the downside. I think that it's gonna chances for a downside movement as okay, it's forming a doji. Okay, so I will be, let me see here, putting stop loss. So it's 50% pullback. It's at 50% pullback. So I went out again here, sell, just doing that. Okay, I've entered again. You might see the change of trend, so it's another tight entry. Okay, we see that drop. Now this is 15 minutes. Okay, as I mentioned, if it breaks down, it's gonna drop down. So it formed that head and shoulder here. Okay, and so let's keep that. Very sharp drop from the top. Okay, so if we can hold this, that check. So let's keep that. This much drop will give us 3 times, so we'll cover all of them. Okay, guys. So anyone running this trade? Yeah, that's gonna, we see that move. Okay, good. Holding, yeah. Justin, yes. We see that drop. Okay, so if it moves, that we saw that inverted head and shoulder, not inverted, a head and shoulder here, and that could be coming down here to the downside. Okay, so yeah, so let's hold that. I think that if it managed to drop, it's gonna drop well below this level. Okay, so because it's weekend, we could see that reversal. The price action, okay, so 15 minutes price action is bearish, so um potential for bigger drop. Let's hold this trade. Now if it reverse from here, you see this structure on gold for a bigger drop, okay? So which is possible for gold to have a bigger drop. And one thing we need to keep in mind is that if you look at the weekly chart, we see the market couldn't create a new higher high. So this could be a reversal call for, you know, huge move to the downside. Okay, that might make gold to be very big bearish. Now let's hold for the full profit. I think it's not being able to make to the upside, expecting it to be remaining bearish. Because this market formed that trend, so it's a big head and shoulder here, so can expect it to change the trend. But if it is, you know, this going back up again for another liquidity, so in the last moment of the day you will see the market. So GBP USD is very messy at the moment. You can see it's a big mess here. On GBP JPY also, yeah, so this one also got rejected, remaining potentially bearish. So in the last moment it's going. Now we want to see that it's been able to break the structure to the downside. Okay. Sometimes market structure is very Okay guys, so attention is the key. Also, you need to have a very keen attention when you are trading. um, so you look at this candle on 30 minutes. Starting with that here. So from 1 hour, it's gone back up again. Still in it at near entry. So if you look at the daily chart, because it's a sharply bull market, struggling to drop strongly to the direction, and I need to go out. I'm getting out because it might gap another liquidity, so I'm going out at entry. Okay, because so I'm at entry with little profit. I'm going out of the trade. We need to enter again if we see that. Okay. Okay guys, so what's the situation with your trade? Yeah, so you see that it's sometime the market will do like this, especially when it manipulates. So let's see what's happening with um GBP USD. Okay, so from 15 minutes we see that GBP USD is this is a potentially change of trend on Gbpusd. We look at euro dollar also. So DXY looks like that. Yeah, DXY has got a weakness. Okay, DXY, we see that this 4-hour candle coming down. So DXY might have a downside. From the weekly, we see the market couldn't break the high, and therefore we see that upside on GBPUSD. And euro dollar also had a big bounce from that level. So at the moment, neither of this is in a good position for a trade. Like, let's look at what's happening with gold here. The way gold, this is the 5-minute chart, you can see that. So this structure is a bearish structure, but here it's struggling because of the long-term trend. So the way it has broken down, later it didn't break in the same way. So we might see consolidation pattern on gold. If we delete that, so the daily chart, not very you see that today the price didn't move much. If you look at the weekly, it ultimately we could see that weekly doji is being formed here, or maybe weekly bearish candle, but didn't make much movement this week, was mostly in consolidation. From another doji, it's a very interesting price action. So looking at GBPUSD and euro dollar, this instrument, both of them showing potential. GBPUSD has gathered liquidity twice. So there's one here has gone up, has broken that liquidity zone, back to back 2 candles. Gathered liquidity, it might come down now to retest this level. I think that this market might change its trend for our, yeah, so this is a bullish price action. also long wick candle. Yeah, we see that on GBP, USD, Euro dollar, they are bullish. And if we look at the DXY, which is, we see that there is a big drop possible on DXY, and that might take this price to the downside. Okay guys, so make sure you leave a like guys, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So GBP, JPY, and at the bounce. It is a clean manipulation. Still, it is not showing a clear direction. Either it's gonna break to the upside or moving down. But the long-term trend is, if you look at the weekly, so every time going down, getting rejected from the support level. Because it was in a very long, very sharp uptrend, we can expect some consolidation on gold. I think the gold might show stronger consolidation pattern here. If you look at here, reach that level here, and then gold might remain in a sideways. Okay guys, so we could see that gold might be a little bit of sideways. Let's see what's happening with GBP USD, and except GBP JPY, the rest of the pairs showing bullish. So euro dollar showing very strong bullish momentum. They're trending. all the USD pairs trending. So now this move up on gold, if it breaks this high, it might again drop back from here because it just consolidating and gathering liquidity, making its move. So let's see what it is doing here in that zone. Patrick, very good. I think it's now you see that this move, it's gonna go back up again, and then you'll see that again reverting back from that level. Look how the next week, how the weekly close is coming is really important, because when the price approaches this kind of weekly level, it really behave very abnormally. You see that, and now here it might go back up again, and it is possible for the price to remain bearish, so, or sideways. Weekly close is very important. Okay, GBPJPY unusually has broken to the upside from this level. So okay, so I will be going long on GBPJPY. Not yet, not yet. One moment, let me see how the candle closes, and then we'll be deciding. There is a bullish price action here, but I want to see that it's breaking the outside, then we can look for entry. First, we need to see its pullback. This candle is a bullish candle, but at the same time we want to see that it has been able to break to the upside. I'll not be opening at the moment. We'll see a little bit. It might come down. There is a liquidity candle here, but it's not respecting that level. It's just trying to break again. So it might now come down and then could go up. So euro dollar and GBP USD, yep, strongly bullish. And now it's now okay, so it's now GBP is now breaking that liquidity zone, and looking at both of them on GJ and gold. So GBP now might be breaking this low. There is a liquidity below this level, below 181.81. It has broken that liquidity zone. patience is key, guys, so make sure that you stay patient, not being impatient, and doing the risk management when you are trading, which is the key. Gold market here is very choppy until we see it has formed very good structure. We will not be seeing a good entry, but looking at GBP USD, there is a big impulse on GBP USD coming down for a pullback, so any low is broken, could be an entry. Okay, all right guys, hope that you are enjoying. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and also press that bell notification. Every day and every weekend I do post a lot of content that will help you in your trading. So what do you see that here on yeah, GJ had a drop to this support level. Okay, now see the gold market, this is very, sometimes you will feel like a little bit of annoying, it's completely in a side way. So see, big drop promising that the market will create a trend, but immediately has gone back up and now it's just choppy in that area. So looking at dollar yen and other pairs, look at this now trying to fall down. Okay, got rejected. Okay, so we see that gold market is very choppy. GBP USD also, this instrument are trending DXY and other pairs. Okay, so we need to wait for good entry on, let me see, from 4-hour perspective what's happening with the WTI and NASDAQ. GBPJPY. It's a bearish market. GJ is long term. And okay, so that's a big pin bar on gold. So overall direction so far, this 5 minutes is a bullish engulfer. So ultimately gold, after taking liquidity from here, it is slowly forming a structure which is bullish. Now as we see that if you look at the weekly, the market couldn't create a new higher high, so I'm not impressed for bullish move at the moment before the weekly close. I think that we might see the price will like move like a tortoise and then could remain here. So with the news coming up, let's see, it will really a big move with the news, and then we'll know exactly what the market is trying to do. Okay, so even if it breaks any of this high, we'll see again another reaction because it's weekly high. So just 4 minutes for the news, guys. Let's see, wait for the news. dollar CAD. So monthly high is broken. Dollar CAD is strongly bull market. Okay, we can't think of any selling in this market. It's a very sharply bullish market, and I think the dollar CAD will remain upside. This is the 1 hour candle, which is, you see that after multiple times liquidity gap, the market has broken to the upside. So I will be waiting for even a buy on that, because it's a long-term bullish market. So it's yeah, dollar CAD is a bullish market. Even it has broken the monthly liquidity zone, but still the trend is the number one factor. Okay, we need to look for the trend first before opening any position. So with the news, this news will change most of the direction. Okay guys, so now let's see what it is trying to do here. Is the reaction? No need reaction on the news. So 63.8, which is positive for DXY. What happened with the DXY? We see some sudden bounce from that level with a little gap opening. Okay, so here we see a big choppiness. So with that choppiness, I will be watching the price action for the rest of the time. We are out with that timing with the live session. I hope that you guys enjoyed this live session. It was really appreciated that your support to the channel. Make sure you stay present for the next week as well. Tomorrow I'll be releasing weekly Forex forecast as well as some of the educational content. And in addition to that, if you want to join us to see all the strategy that I'm trading, also I'm teaching currently on Zoom, and you can join us, link in the description. And also if you are looking to join broker that I'm trading, also you can join that regulated broker, link in the description area. So with that said, thank you very much, and I'll see you again guys in the next live tomorrow.